Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Doctor Who reaction. This is season 14 episode 5 and we're now officially more than halfway through the season. It's called Dot and Bubble, and the only thing I can think of when I hear a title like Dot and Bubble is rhyming slang. So trouble. So this episode is called Trouble. Dot and Bubble probably are referring to people, maybe. Dot short for Dorothy, Bubble short for Jane, I think. I'm only going by the fact that Jane Horrocks played a character called Bubble in Absolutely Fabulous. That's all I've got. That's literally what Dot and Bubble means to me. I've no idea what this is going to be about. Judging by what I've already seen on YouTube, thumbnails and titles only, this is going to be another strange one. Confusing one, maybe. And I think I'm starting to agree with Council of Geeks in that we need more episodes per season. I mean, I think I've said before that I don't like this idea of 8 episodes per season. It's just too short. And I mean, Flux was meant to be 8 episodes. It was only 6 in the end. And that is way too short. And I think we found that out with Flux because it was just all over the place. If it had 8 episodes, it might have been edited differently. It might have stretched the story out a little bit and become a lot more coherent. But it wasn't Chibnall's fault that it had to be cut to 6. That was filming problems due to the COVID epidemic. So, and the restrictions that brought about. So not really his fault, but it does show the danger of having too few episodes. And like Council of Geeks said, it doesn't give us any breathing room when we've got really sort of like high-paced, high stakes, or just very, very, like last week, just very, very confusing, open-ended adventures, which were also high-paced and high stakes. Sometimes we need that filler episode to sort of like settle down again. And 8 just doesn't really do it. Anyway, let's talk about last week's episode. 73 yards. I was right. It was very divisive. A lot of people just didn't get on with it. They thought it made no sense. I think these are more people that wanted answers, which they didn't get. Me, I thought it was one of the best episodes. I mean, it was a standout episode. Like, it belongs up there with Blink, Heaven Sent, Empty Child, Waters of Mars, if you like. That's not one of my favourites, but I know it's very, very, it's considered a very good episode. I think last week's episode, 73 yards, definitely belongs up there with those. And no, we didn't get all the answers. And I think there's lots of theories about why we didn't get the answers. And my best guess is the Doctor wasn't there. So Ruby had no one to ask these questions, and there was nobody around with boxes of magic tricks that could provide answers for her. So Ruby didn't get any answers, so neither did we. And the ending, where it turns out that the stranger is actually old Ruby. I'm not buying that. I know it pretty much told us that was the answer. And I'm still not buying it. And do you know why? Because when we see Ruby as an old lady in the hospital and the figure is right by her bed, we hear the heart monitor, we hear the life support monitor flatline. And then we have the going backwards again, all the events backwards, until we're her at the tree. And admittedly, the arms, because we don't see Ruby after that point, we don't see her face. We only see through her eyes, or should I say the figure's eyes. And yes, the wedding ring was, I'm holding that finger up, the wedding ring was the same. Like when we see Ruby in hospital, in her bed, she's wearing a wedding ring. So at some point she got married, or at least engaged. Anyway, the figure had that wedding ring on when she's reaching out, but we don't see her face. Why don't we see her face? Because it's not her. It's not her. I think Ruby died in the hospital. And her consciousness kind of travelled with this thing. So we are looking out of Ruby's eyes, and she is the figure. But she wasn't always the figure. Or she's not totally the figure. She's part of the figure, but not its whole, if you see what I mean. Because how did she go back? I mean, yeah, and there's way too many unanswered questions. I think we're gonna have to wait for the season to end to find out whether we get any more info on that one. But I'm just not buying the figure was Ruby all along plotline. There's something about it that just doesn't add up. But it's all we've got to go for at the moment, so we'll just go along with it. What else? The creepiness, the horror, the existential dread that it provided was good. It was good. Like I said, it very much like Heaven Sent. Yeah, a figure following them wherever they go, no matter what they do, and you don't know what it is or what it wants. And again, Heaven Sent, you got a lot more answers. But even so, yes. Anyway, this episode, should we get on with it? I think that's probably a good idea. One, two, three, go.
Dot.
Oh.
And Bubble.
Okay, not people at all. Technology.
I was laughing so hard.
Hey, where's Jimbo? He always wakes up first. Jimbo? Jimbo Fennel? Jim?
Have you heard from Mabel and Neve? It's like they've disappeared. I tried to link, but they're gone.
So you got a social media bubble. Yeah, I've just seen the, yeah.
You don't know me, but my name is the Doctor, and your life is in danger, okay? There are creatures out there in the real world. There are monsters, and they are coming to get you. No, Lindy, don't.
Oh dear. Oh, and there's something behind her, and she doesn't see it because she's just surrounded by this bubble. Yeah. The message there is a little bit clear, I think.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I look so cute. You are influencing me hard,
To the right. To the left. Forward.
Oh, good grief.
Forward.
What the hell's going on there?
Lindy, now there's no sign of Zachary. Like, he's disappeared. So I went to ask Rooster, but he's gone.
Oh, you're no fun.
Hi there, Lindy. I'm just doing a system check on behalf of Fine Time Enterprises. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Who are you?
Good way of getting
My
through.
name's Ruby Sunday. Hi.
You're not on my friends list.
I know, but please, everyone keeps turning me down. Super please, Lindy. Oh, I love that top.
Danny, Danny, are you there?
So where is he? Lindy, I want you to be very careful and look to your right.
Oh, I think something's still feeding. I think you need to leave very, very quickly.
Bubble down, dot off.
So she's kind of seeing the real world for the first time, almost. Oh. I think that's where Danny went. It's a slug.
Lindy? Lindy, I'm sorry, but if I'm right, I think you saw some kind of thing. But I've got a friend, he knows how to deal with it, I promise. Here he is.
Oh, just leave me alone, will you? This is just getting so ridiculous.
No, I know, but
And scary.
We need to get you out of there.
Will they notice? Will the bugs notice that she's noticed? Can she literally not walk without being told how to? Yep, it's a hellscape.
Be careful, watch out! Hi there.
Hello. Can you tell us what is it like on the street? What did you see?
They're everywhere, those things. But there was this one girl. She walked right past and it ignored her. But then this other girl, she got eaten alive.
Some of you get eaten and some of you don't. Maybe it's your diet or your height or something in your DNA. And why can't the dots see those things?
Do you mind if I ask, what is fine time? How does it work?
Jiminy, you're stupid. We come here from the home world. No stinky old folk, just people ages 17 to 27. I mean, no, not just anyone, if you can afford it, obviously.
Ah, so you're
Ah.
the rich kids.
I should
Yeah.
hope so. Mummy paid for it all.
We miss you so much, darling. But I'd pay for the whole moon to make you happy.
Hold on, I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's the face of the ambulance in
Yeah.
Scenario 3.
No, I've seen her somewhere else.
Guys, sorry, not sorry, but this is much more important. I have evidence. Just look at my close friends. Look how many are missing. Jimbo and Bobby. Oh my god. Where's Cooper Mercy?
Guys, I've been trying to say, people have been disappearing. Stewie Bloom, when was the last time you saw him? Rooster Jacket? Joseph and Lucy, and I've not seen Kirsty Bookkeeper since last week.
This is the weird thing. Some of us get eaten and some of us don't.
I'm sorry, some of us...
Eaten.
One goes on.
Yeah, I think they all saw that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People that realise they're there get eaten. No, she's already realised and they haven't touched her.
Lindy, it's okay. I think that I can get you out.
I muted you.
Unmute it, honey.
I was so right to hate you.
Oh, I need to talk to everyone.
Guys, I know this is wrong, and when this is over, he is going to be so disciplined. I can't wait, but just give him a shot, okay? I think he's not as stupid as he looks.
You don't have to like me. The only important thing is to get you out, and I found it.
No, not now.
Lindy, what's happening?
Oh, I'm out of power.
You are kidding me!
You still have battery problems.
We charge up at work, and you stopped me from working. You took me away from my desk. This is your fault.
Okay, everyone, head to your conduits. Follow my instructions. Go now.
They are everywhere, aren't they?
Forward. Lindy. Forward.
It's guarded.
Forward. No. Forward.
They can definitely see you.
Turn left, take 2 steps forward.
Who's that?
Just follow my voice. Turn left, and then take 2 steps forward.
Who are you? Oh, you're
Is this?
yellow polka dot bikini guy.
I'm not on screen. I'm over here.
But you look like Ricky September.
I am Ricky September.
Oh my gosh.
But we do need to get out. This whole city's going mad. You just have to do what I say and walk forwards. What's your name?
Lindy Pepper Bean.
Oh, you're one of my followers.
How'd you know that?
Wow, okay. Everybody is. My voice?
You're so good at walking.
Don't tell anyone, but I open the bubble, drop my songs, and then I turn the dot off for the rest of the day.
Oh my eyes, you're wild.
I know. I just stay in my apartment and
Look,
read, kind of thing.
that's considered rebellious.
There was this man, and he said there was a code. He was horrible. He was so rude.
Oh,
He said the conduit has a code.
oh.
Yeah?
Did you get through? What are they saying? Can I speak to Mummy?
Nick's busy. They're probably getting millions of calls. But
So, it was an evacuation. They evacuated their children, but somehow the threat has reached them. How? That's my best guess.
33.
My friends, are they still alive?
They are, but I'm sorry, they're still at the desks.
Ricky says, my friend, Ricky September, he says they're saving us to eat last. Maybe we're the most tasty. Well, Ricky is.
No.
I thought it was that simple. That would imply that they've got a list.
No. Age?
Lindsay, your friend, Gothic Paul, is he a Paul who's Gothic, or is Paul his surname?
It's his surname, Alexander Paul. Gothic's just a nickname.
Which means no.
Alphabetical order.
Oh, they died in alphabetical order.
I don't understand.
Oh, God, it's right in front of me. Those things are eating people in alphabetical order right across the city.
But that's impossible.
Susie Pentecost. She's still here. Here she is.
Oh, hi there, Lindsay. You look like fun. Hello, happy day.
Hi, Susie.
I guess I need some new friends. It's all gone so quiet out there. Have they declared a holiday or something? But it's really, really nice to meet you. And you were so pretty.
Right, you're next, Lindsay.
Lindy, I'm getting you out of here.
I don't trust you, suddenly.
Babes. Oh, he's a keeper.
Yeah, I think Ricky Babes is going to betray you. I don't know how.
Imagine if that dot has achieved sentience, and then it has to spend all day hovering and listening to you lot chattering away. I'm not being rude, but I think it's learned to hate you.
You dot
off!
Dot off! Bubble down, dot off! I said dot off!
Lindy, what's it doing?
It's not turning off.
Baby, dot off!
Lindy, do the numbers! Come here! Take my place!
If it's achieved sentience, then maybe trying to reason with it. Oh! Ow!
Lindy, watch out!
He changed his name to Ricky September when he reached 50,000 followers, but check your files, he was born Coombs. C comes before P!
Wow, Lindsay. I got it the wrong way round. Oh, man. Oh, wow. She is so... Wow. Wow. I'm just wow. I don't like her anymore. And the TARDIS is there.
Where's Ricky? Is he with you?
He went back. He said he had other people to save. I couldn't stop him.
Liar. And so easy for you to lie as well. Didn't even hesitate.
Believing? Going where?
Outside. Great beyond. The world outside my time.
What do you mean, the great beyond?
The Wild Woods?
And further than that. The river
Yeah, explore the planet.
There's a whole world out there.
Could find you a home that is safe and clean.
We couldn't travel with you.
Why?
Why not? Because you, sir, are not one of us. I mean, so you were kind, although it was your duty to save me, obviously. I mean, screen-to-screen contact is just about acceptable, but in person, that's impossible.
Something's gone weird.
If you just allow me to save your lives.
They don't want them saved.
Before we contaminated.
Contaminated?
You will die!
Wow, they really are elitist.
And I can
No. You can't save everyone, Doctor. Oh, wow. Akaten. Rings of Akaten music. Just a very, very brief bit. I think something's bugging him. Oh. That's all we're getting. Okay, well, let me come back to that. I'm gonna do some things, and I'm gonna come back. Well, that was very Black Mirror, wasn't it? A little bit Dr. Light. I think the reasons for that were that Ncuti was probably still finishing off Sex Education season 4. I think maybe the scheduling could have been arranged a little bit better, that we didn't have 2 episodes where the Doctor was virtually missing out of 8. And another reason why this season is unfortunately too short, because, you know, we've got these 2 episodes that are Dr. Light, but they turn out to be 2 of the best episodes of the season so far. I really liked Boom. I loved 73 Yards, like top tier loved. This, okay then, let's pick it apart first of all. I think it definitely borrowed quite heavily on the technology introduced in Black Mirror, especially the episode White Christmas. But it also reminded me of the kind of technology that was in, I can't remember the episode, but it was about the pop star Ashley O. It was something an Ashley 2. There was a lot of similarities there, I thought. As for the message, well, rich people bad. I don't think that was really the message. White people bad, that was definitely not the message. Even though certain sections of the community will try and make it the issue. It was that these people had been isolated. They were rich. They were brought up in a bubble, like sheltered, not really seeing the world, the real world for what it was. And then they were, I think, evacuated to this sort of like ideal paradise, but only the 17 to 27 year olds. I think the home planet knew they were doomed. As for the racism at the end, it's hard to ignore, isn't it? I mean, when she said that, when she said, "You're not one of us," I didn't really see it as what it was. I was thinking more like they're not part of her bubble, they're not part of her community, therefore they're not to be trusted. But then looking back at the fact that all of the community that we saw were white, they were all, well, the fact that she blocked the Doctor immediately on sight but was willing to accept Ruby and follow her advice, it did make it seem like it was about the colour of the Doctor's skin. And the fact that they were characters that were designed to be unlikable. I'm just surprised that the Doctor let that go. And the fact that she got away with essentially murdering her saviour, Ricky September. I mean, she didn't need to do that. That was pure narcissist, self-preservation, sociopathy, if you like. And I was rather hoping that she would get some sort of recompense for that action, that the Doctor would pick up on it or somehow find out that she was lying about Ricky going back and make her pay for her crime, or at least make her feel guilty for it, tell her off a little bit. But no, the episode ends with the Doctor just shutting the TARDIS door and that's it. Boom. I think we might revisit this at some point, maybe in the second season. Feels very much like it's set up to have a revisit, because they've all gone off into the jungle to set up a new life. I'm thinking like the long game, along with the end of season 1 with the game station, that 100 years where we revisit what he's already done and find out that the whole thing's gone to pot. So maybe the Doctor is going to land in the forest of that planet and find them, or find what remains of their community 100 years later or whatever. I mean, it's an interesting idea, I think. What else? Susan Twist appearing as the mother of Lindy. I mean, there's no explaining her appearance in any episode except for Boom, where the mother, I suppose, could have been the model for the interface, but it doesn't explain her appearance in 1600s England and 1966 and etc, etc, etc. So that's probably not worth pursuing. But we still don't know who she is, like who she is for the season, for the series. The mystery continues. I don't think she's Ruby's mum. I think because Ruby has made mention to her in a now defunct timeline, and the Doctor has now made reference to her, saying that she's the same as the hospital hologram. I think maybe she's following, watching, observing, maybe getting fringe vibes there, like the observers. She's definitely something, and I don't think it's going to be good when we do find out what it is. I think she's going to be an enemy, possibly, or an antagonist at the very least. So yeah, this episode, I don't think it's going to go down or be on the list of anybody's top 10, but it was a good episode. It was gripping and it was different. And like I said, I liken it to certain episodes of Black Mirror, because it had a very Black Mirror vibe to it. Right. Especially the concentrating on the technology. I thought the jokes were a little bit... some of them were a bit far-fetched, but it was overall a generally good episode. I'd say it was better than average. I'd definitely put it above Space Babies. That's about all I can say at the moment. Obviously, when this season is finished, I will go back, rewatch, and let you know my views on... let you know my more mature views. I'm going to let my views on all these episodes mature a bit. And then I'll come back and give a full account of my opinions. But right now, I think it's a pretty average, pretty good episode. I think it could be a grower. Oh, no. Right, I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and have having the patience to sit through this ball. And I will see you next time for episode 6. Until then, keep well, stay safe, see you later.